What the fuck? Fonda Lee? What the actual fuck? Hello friends, I just finished Jade War about 10 hours ago and I just wanted to fix the lighting and I am now just about to start Jade Legacy because I'm an idiot that way, and despite everyone's warnings about all the pain I'm going to experience, I'm a little stubborn. So fuck that, and we're gonna read Jade Legacy, because why not? Hope you enjoy this journey with me. We're really starting the book off with Barrow again, huh? How is Barrow still doing shit? Like, why didn't Hilo kill him already, or like lock him up so that Barrow could just not be here? The future is what? I just realized how bad my eye bags look. That's what I get for finishing up Jade War last night. Chapter 2 is titled Betrayal. I'm scared. What do you mean? We stand this character growth. No. 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 I feel so betrayed, you know. Oh, they're gonna have an affair. So I just finished up to chapter 4 of Jade Legacy, and I am not happy with Hilo. I am not happy with him. Do I understand his decisions? Unfortunately, yes, but I am not happy with it. I'm not happy with Hilo when I feel really bad for it's apparently been like 3 years since the end of Jade War, and the kids seem a little grown. I'm not happy with Hilo. I feel really bad for Tar. I just want to give him a hug. I haven't seen Andon yet. I'm really excited to find out what Andon has been up to. But Shay's and Hilo's relationship seem rocky, which sounds about right for how Jade War ended. And I just want to give Tar a hug. You can tell he's struggling. Hilo is struggling, obviously, but the kids and his other decisions seem to be helping him cope. Mostly the kids. And I feel for Wen. I hope things turn out better for Wen. Because if Wen dies, I don't know, I might just kill someone just to make up for that. So yeah. For context, I'm on chapter 6. I called it. Perfect song.
Oh, they're gonna have an affair.
Don't call me baby, I'm the guiding mess that you made me. Oh, Nico, baby boy. Okay, I just finished up to chapter 9, and I'm really glad about the emotional journey of Hilo. So, yeah, that's just a quick update. I need a break. I knew this was coming. I just didn't think it would come so soon. And I need a break. And shout out to at Read with Kath for telling me to listen to this song when I reach a certain part. She didn't say exactly what part, but she was very vague. She just told me it's an emotional song that I should listen to when it's an emotional scene between these two specific characters. And when I saw how this chapter started out, and by the second page, I was like, okay, I think this is what she's referring to. And I'm so glad she told me that because now I'm emotionally drained. The Greenbone Saga mixed with Attack on Titan music. Emotional damage, emotional damage. Okay, bye. Fucking white people. You go, Anden. This character development, I am so happy for him. Oh my god, you go, Anden. He ain't a baby boy anymore. He a big boy now. I'm so happy. I'm gonna keep reading. Fucking white people, like literally taking something from someone, taking something from a foreign culture and then using it for their own gain. Sounds pretty relevant if you ask me. That's not the point. It's not the fact that you're making your own company. It's the fact that you're taking Jade that has been traditionally is a rite of passage and a way of living to an entire culture, or at least this culture, and you're taking it for your own gain to create a company for money. Like, oh my god, fucking hell, what the fuck? That's some bullshit. anything happens to the children, I'm throwing fit. Really? That's it? Again, I'm in like chapter 22. This is the dumbest reason for a clean blade, I think. Oh no, is this gonna be some fucking foreshadowing? Really? That's it?
Really? That's it?
This is the dumbest reason for a clean blade, I think.
This is the dumbest reason for a clean blade.
Oh no. Oh, Rue. That was such a close call, Rue. Imagine if the Mountain Clan found you first.
Oh, that was such a close call.
Oh, Nico. Nico was best big brother. If Hilo dies, I swear to God, if Hilo dies, for skipping the barrel, if Hilo fucking dies, if Wood fucking dies. He's alive. They're alive. They're both alive. It is currently 1:50 a.m. I am 41% in. According to this 4 hours and 18 minutes left of the book. I was originally planning to just read until the last chapter before the second interlude. So I think that's chapter 29. But after this, I don't know. I think I might as well just finish the fucking book by like 6 a.m. So, let's see. No! Why did you kill him? Why did you kill him? I just reached the second interlude. I don't know if I'm gonna continue. It's 1:57 a.m. Okay. If it had ended, or if I had like not, if this hadn't like told me that Hilo was alive, and that the ant was still on shore, or if he was dead, I probably would have the energy to keep going. Cause there's no way in hell that I can even try to guess about what could happen next. Like, even with Hilo alive, I could barely try to guess what could happen next. But at this point, I think I should stop reading, go to sleep, have another cup of coffee once I wake up, and then continue reading. That is, if I don't have any work tasks to do. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna stop now and continue tomorrow or later. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys after this quick cut. Okay, so it is currently 1:06, 12:06. I'm gonna read until 1 o'clock, and then I'm gonna do work, which would be like my break from reading Jade Legacy. So yeah, I was supposed to do like work first, but you know what? It's still lunchtime. I might as well not do work. Oh, Nico's old enough now to have sex. So I just finished up to chapter 32. It's currently 12:54. I'm gonna stop reading here and then continue later, but so far I'm 50% in. It's been 19 years since the end of Jade City. I'm actually not entirely sure if it's the end of Jade City or when Lan died and Hilo became the pillar, but think it's I think it's 19 years since the end of Jade City. Anyway, I like that the kids are grown. I like seeing Nico as a young adult. I can clearly see the parallels between him and Lan. Like, we all know that he's Lan's kid, and you can definitely, like, even if no one told me that he was Lan's kid, but I was reading his point of views, I would be like, he's very different from Hilo, that's for sure. He's more similar to Lan, and he is definitely Lan's kid. He even says that he doesn't have the charisma that Hilo and Wen have, even though he was raised by them, like the natural charisma that they have. And I have a feeling that what we're seeing from Nico might be Lan's own personal journey before becoming the pillar. Because obviously, you don't get like, even if you were born the pillar's son and raised by the next pillar, you can't get into a position like the pillar overnight. You'd have to train for it. You'd still have to learn from the ground up. And that's why Hilo's pushing him to be, to stick by the traditional rules. And okay, I see Nico's point where he's like, why do I have to like always duel? Like, when you think about it, it makes sense. Like, it's been some time. Like, maybe they can start new traditions, but at the same time, how he did go about it, maybe you don't give your fellow finger a car that your father gave you or your uncle gave you, father figure maybe. So yeah, like, and I get like earning your jade, especially as a fighter. I don't know what other way there could be to earn your jade other than like to duel people. But I don't know, maybe they can just change it to be not to the death. And yeah, I don't know. It's so, yeah. And I can't wait to see Rue's perspective because Rue is the only stone eye out of the children, which makes him incredibly different. So, in a way, we would see how Wen grew up. And then with Jaya, we would have a glimpse of how maybe Shay grew up as the only girl. So, yeah, I'm really excited for that. I hope that we get Rue's and Jaya's perspective. And then I have a feeling that we're gonna see them in like their 20s after the third interlude. And I'm hoping that we get to see Tia at least as either a teenager or a young adult because she had this conversation with Shay where she was like, I don't want to grow up. I don't want to be a big kid and get used to blood and be a fighter. So we might get another Cowl kid not going into the greener side of the family. Like maybe she'll take a path like Andy's and possibly even Rue's. Rue, I think, might do something similar to Wen. Like maybe he'd do what Wen used to do when she and Hilo first got married. Like low-key help behind the scenes and use her abilities as a stone eye. So maybe Rue could do something like that later on. I don't know, I'm just guessing. And with Andon, we get, I think we've got one chapter of him so far in this like new adult era of his, and I don't know, it was, we were seeing it more from like a him more from like a political point of view. So I'm glad he's really grown into his position and his abilities. You know, like he's helping relations between Cacon and Espana through medical relationships. And I don't know, maybe he can help out his own relationship. But yeah. And I like that we're seeing Lot. Um Lot, I what I like about Lot is that even though we never get his point of view, we we watch him grow up. He essentially takes the traditional route. He we watch him take the traditional route of a green bone growing up and going into the career path. So him, like we watched him as a student, we watched him get close to sort of like make an impression in Hilo as he graduated, and then continuing that impression and impressing him throughout his career as a finger, later on as a fist, and being promoted as the first fist. So yeah, that's what I really like about watching Lot grow up. Even though they, as I said, we never get his point of view, but he's still there. And I don't know, maybe he'll um something important between him and Andon will happen later on because Andon seems to still be thinking about him. So yeah, that's what I think so far. 50% into the book. So yeah. It's 101. I'm gonna start working now. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. So chapter 34 was something I was not expecting. Was I expecting Nico to not want to be Pillar? Yes, sorry, that's Luna playing with her toy. Did I expect him to not want to be Pillar? Yes. Did I expect him, the story, to possibly give him an out? Yes. Did I expect this? Bitch, no. Anyway, chapter 35. Okay, so I'm really glad where this went. So last night I said that Lan was sort of, or Nico was sort of like maybe Lan's journey growing up. But I might be wrong. What we're seeing is a reflection of Andon from when he was Nico's age. And that scene with Andon and Hilo is just really powerful because you can tell that Andon has really grown into his own. He's more confident, he's more sure of himself, and he's knowing that he was in Nico's position at one point. He knows what he needs. So when he tells Hilo, I'm not telling you how to parent, I'm telling you what your son needs from you. That's really powerful. I feel so betrayed. What? Like, I get it. Tar was banished, he made one mistake and was banished, stripped of all his connections and his jade. But if he were really remorseful for what he's done, I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't like this decision. I feel so betrayed. Because Hilo said, if you love your family, then leave and don't come back. And yes, even though that's what he's done, why is he sort of siding with the enemy?
Why is he sort of siding with the enemy?
I like Jaya. I like Jaya, okay. She's a little arrogant. But you know that you know how like have to be double women have to be a little harsher when they're in a male dominated industry, and that's what Jaya is going through. She wants to be the horn, which is a male position which a woman has never held before. And for Hilo, that's almost unheard of. But I think he's slowly going to adjust and accept that she wants to be the horn. The next horn. I'm very excited to see where this goes next. Putang ina. I love Rue. I think out of all the kids, Rue is my favorite. I love Rue. I think out of all the kids, Rue is my favorite.
Zuru is my favorite.
All for his family. When it's really about his family, Hilo will literally do anything. Oh, he is by far my favorite protagonist in any book I've read. Good job, Rue. No! 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 He was my favorite! What the fuck? No! 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 Rue was my favorite! Rue was my favorite! Rue was my favorite. Why? No! What the fuck, Fonda Lee? What the fuck? He chose not to go to war because he knew that's what Rue wouldn't want. Well, he knew that Rue wouldn't want him to battle and he would war. Why does this remind me of that battle in Game of Thrones between the mountain and the spear dude? Fuck. This was also your own hubris, Rue. What the fuck? Fuck. Lan will be glad to meet his nephew. He'll take care of it. I'm at the third interlude. And Rue was my favorite of the children. What? And now, when Shay said to Hilo, Lan will be happy to meet his nephew, he'll take care of him. It's like the other way around now, because Hilo raised Lan's son as his own, and now Hilo's own son is with Lan. What the fuck? Fonda Lee, what the actual fuck? Wait, what about Coco, Rue's dog? The dog's gonna be waiting for her master to come home. Poor Coco. Oh my god, Anden, everyone's character arcs and development throughout this entire series is amazing. But Anden's has to be the most drastic, the most well built. Like we all know, we've all established that Hilo is unhinged yet still compassionate, and the compassion just grew more and more over time. Whereas with Anden, it was the opposite. He's he's almost like Hilo, but just more restrained and stoic and quiet. Essentially a really good mix of Hilo, Shay, and Lan. Oh my god, go off, Anden! We've always seen scenes of Aimada and Shay together. It's like they're. Hilo might be the pillar, but Shay is actually the one in this contest with Aitmara. This the push and pull is between the two of them. The two of them trying to outsmart each other. Damn. Oh no, there's gonna be a final showdown between Aitmada and probably Hilo, and I'm probably gonna cry by the end of this book. Don't give me 10% battery left. Fuck. Plug it in. This is not happening. I mean, I knew it was coming, but. No, Hilo. I know that Hilo is probably gonna die, but like, I'm not ready for it. He's dead. He's dead. Hilo's dead. Fucking hell. Oh my god, I'm in chapter 62. And like, instead of saying like how many years since it's been since Lan's death, Lan's death or end of Jade City, now it just says the first weeks. The first week since Hilo stuff. Oh, thank fuck. Jaya deserves to be slapped. So the new generation of pillars are the violence is done. There's a truce, there's a friendship. It's a new era. And his best boy. I just finished Jade Legacy. That really was a fucking legacy. Oh. Okay, so final thoughts. Obviously a 5 out of 5. Like, look at my fucking face. How many times have you seen me fucking crying throughout this entire video? How do I even begin? As I've said throughout the video, everybody's character growth, development, their own arcs, everything that they went through was beautifully written, beautifully done. Everything that Fonda Lee did was absolutely intentional. And the way this whole story ended with Anden giving us the last chapter, that whole journey, I think it relates to what I've said earlier, that even though everyone did go through their own character developments, Anden had the most drastic one, and for him to end this entire saga is absolutely, I don't know, I don't even know what term to use anymore. Euphoric. Oh, I'm and also like we all knew Hilo was gonna die at some point. I was honestly hoping it would be of old age, but I knew that that wouldn't be the truth of the story. And for him to go down in a blaze of sacrifice brings this whole thing full circle. The fact that both he and Ait Mada both knew that they had to kill the other at the exact same time. And though Hilo kind of failed, Hilo still won in the end. There is no more conflict between clans. This whole Hilo left his entire legacy. I don't know what else I can say. The politics in this is absolutely like it's simple yet complicated all at the same time. You really have to pay attention to detail when you're reading this entire series, especially Jade Legacy, because of all, well, War and Legacy, because of all of the terms, the names, especially the foreigners. Yeah, I would definitely read this again, maybe in like 5 years from now or so, and be a little more and pay a little bit more attention to detail, because honestly I was just anxious the whole time. I just needed to know who lived, who died, and who would tell the story. So yeah. Yeah, so that was Jade Legacy, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog and the past two reading vlog, the entire reading vlog of this entire saga. I really hope you enjoyed. It was an emotional journey, and I'm glad you guys took this journey with me. Thank you to all the people I probably bothered on Instagram whenever I had something to scream about while reading this entire series. Um, Thank you to my parents for knowing to not talk to me when I am heavily engrossed in a book. And Yeah. I guess I'll see you in the next one, you guys.